Reynaers products are designed in Europe and well crafted in America with manufacturing facilities in the U.S. Reynaers SlimLine SL38 windows are comprised of a frame, fixed panes, or operable vents, glass, and hardware. This video is intended to be a guide through the critical steps required for installation. Refer to this and other detailed documentation for a full overview of installation procedures. The following is a quick overview of the tools and accessories required for installation. Nail fins provided with Reynaers windows should not be used for securing the unit to the building structure, however, are intended to provide assistance with design and installation of flashing. Building integration techniques, water sealing methods including sill pans and flashing should be executed per architectural details and construction documents specified by others. For fixed and operable windows, a successful installation begins with making sure the unit is properly positioned within the opening. Use plastic shims as required to plumb, level, and square the frame within the opening. To check plumb, use a level to verify it is vertical, not tilting forward or backward. Utilize a level or laser to verify the unit is level. Once set, run a tape measure across the element diagonally from opposite corners, both ways, to verify the dimensions are equal, thus square and ready for installation. Run a tape across the window to ensure the frame did not bow outward during installation. Fixing lugs can also be used for making permanent connections. This is an alternative to directly attaching the frame to the building structure. Use appropriate anchors to avoid bimetallic corrosion of aluminum profiles. Refer to construction documents for specified fasteners. Connections are required on all sides, 8-inch maximum from each corner and 27.5 inches between attachments. Do not pierce the sill chamber to avoid water infiltration through the bottom of the outer frame. Always utilize fixing lugs to secure the unit to the building structure at this location. When making connections to the profile frame directly to the building structure, ensure all connections are made on the interior side of the frame. Do not pierce the thermal breaker outer part of the frame to avoid water infiltration through this region. Drill field pilot holes and locate shims near connection points to prevent buckling of frame. A small pilot hole should be drilled first, penetrating the door frame and building structure, followed by a large pilot hole which allows the fasteners to pass through the exterior of the frame and hold the units in place. Before beginning the glazing process for operable units, check that all the lock keepers are secure and tightly fastened to the frame. Proceed by following the glazing process to install glass within fixed windows or operable units. Ensure there are enough team members present to safely place the glass. It is critical to properly position glass supports to secure the glass within the vents. Pack the glass using a heel and toe technique by placing glass supports at the lower corner next to the hinge and diagonally across the frame, within the upper corner 4 inches from the interior edge of the frame in both directions. This is the required placement for tilt-turn windows. Placement of glass supports on other types of windows, including fixed, awning, and hopper, will vary. Utilize the glazing bead from the short ends to temporarily hold glass in place. Use shims and packers to ensure the glass stays tight within the panel. Place packers perpendicular to the frame while making adjustments. All adjustments within the window vent should be accomplished through proper heel and toe techniques. Do not adjust hinges on the window for fine-tuning the overlap of the vent and frame. Use a glazing shovel to properly position glass. Center the glass to obtain a consistent overlap at the frame and vent along the entire head of the window unit. Turn shims parallel to glass. To maintain water tightness, it is critical to seal the bottom glass support with silicone caulk on the interior side. For single-panel fixed windows, it is critical to properly position glass supports to secure the glass within the fixed window frame. Pack the glass using supports at the bottom of the frame 4 inches from the interior edge. Depending on the size of the windows, additional supports may be required along the jamb or vertical edges at the top of the window. Place glass and support with shims as required. Once glass is centered, complete step by turning shims parallel to glass. To maintain water tightness, it is critical to seal both bottom glass supports for fixed windows with silicone caulk on the interior side. Placement of glazing bead gaskets should be executed similar to the operable window highlighted within this video. To complete the dry glazing process, move one of the glazing beads from the side to the final location at the bottom. Use a small section of gasket to secure the glass between the frame and the glazing bead. Move other bead to the top of the frame and install side glazing beads to complete this step. Cut gaskets 10% longer to compensate for expansion and contraction. Use the glazing shovel to stitch the gaskets between the glazing bead and the face of the glass. Complete the process by inserting the bottom gasket followed by the top and sides. To adjust the restrictor, loosen the slide connection and relocate approximately 2 inches from the hinge and tighten. Underneath the vent, loosen the stop block, reposition and secure accordingly. Lastly, re-engage the restrictor arm and tighten, closing the window to complete the adjustment of the restrictor. This method can be used to set any opening distance by varying the location of the stop block. For this variant of tilt-turn window, turn the handle 90 degrees to fully open the window. To put the window in tilt or hopper configuration, turn the handle 180 degrees. Always return the handle to the lock position before operating and changing the opening configuration. To install the screens, slide the bottom mount clip into the sill portion of the window frame, then engage the top spring mount into the window head. Make sure the springs are on the top side of the screen before placement. Make sure all accessories can be operated easily without restriction. To finalize frame installation to the building structure, break down shims and cut back fixing lugs. Make sure to protect the glass while using machinery that creates sparks. Install drainage covers on the exterior side. Complete installation by peeling back and removing the protective tape. It is important to remove the tape once the unit is installed. Leaving the tape on the frame for prolonged periods can result in difficulty removing the tape. Reynaers, together for better.